Hey, what's up, viewers? Patrick from Bob versus Only, back with Nary TV's episode number 5 of Transformation Week on Bob versus of the day. Today's verse comes out of John 17, verse 17, and it says, "Sanctify them by the truth. Your word is truth." And that's that verse means, and let's get into it. It's time for the Bible study recap, and this is from Wednesday. We start in Exodus chapter 33. And I'm going to read verse 1 through 5. It says, "Then the Lord said to Moses, Leave this place, you and the people you brought up out of Egypt, and go up to the land I promised on oath to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, saying, I will give it to your descendants. I will send an angel before you and drive out the Canaanites, Amorites, Hittites. Go up to the land flowing with milk and honey, but I will not go with you, because you are a stiff-necked people, and I might destroy you on the way." When the people heard these distressing words, they began to mourn, and no one put on any ornaments. For the Lord said to Moses, "Tell the Israelites, you are a stiff-necked people. If I were to go with you, even for a moment, I might destroy you. Now take off your ornaments, and I will decide what to do with you." So the Israelites stripped off their ornaments at Mount Horeb. Skipping up to verse 13 and reading verse 16. It says, "If you are pleased with me, teach me your ways, so I may know you and continue to find favor with you. Remember that this nation is your people." The Lord replied, "My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest." Then Moses said to him, "If your presence does not go with us, do not send us up from here. How will anyone know that you are pleased with me and with your people unless you go with us? What else will distinguish me and your people from all the other people on the face of the earth?" In Psalm chapter 24, in verse 9, it says, "Lift up your heads, you gates. Lift them up, you ancient doors, that the King of glory may come in." In the book of Acts, in chapter 2, verses 1 through 3, it says, "When the day of Pentecost came, they were all together in one place. Suddenly a sound like the blowing of a violent wind came from heaven and filled the whole house where they were sitting. They saw what seemed to be tongues of fire that separated and came to rest on each of them." And finally, in the book of Ephesians, in chapter 2, verses 19 through 22, it says, "Consequently, you are no longer foreigners and strangers, but fellow citizens with God's people, and also members of his household, built on the foundation of the apostles and prophets, with Christ Jesus himself as the chief cornerstone. In him the whole building is joined together and rises to become a holy temple in the Lord. And in him you too are being built together to become a dwelling in which God lives by his Spirit." And that's all for the verse portion, and that's going to do it for the video. Thanks for watching. And so next time again, viewers, in every way, God's way is always the best way.